Gonna do a garden video, but I'll start with he's messing with the lights trying to get them working.
Slowly getting everything going on old Magnus. We went looking at stereos today too.
Yeah, right now he's working on the trailer lights so that we can use that without getting in trouble. And garden's doing pretty good. This side, except for my cucumbers here are getting the mold on them. But if you look right there, I got a cucumber almost ready. And this is my berry bed, though it's got sunflowers in it too. It's got salmon berries and raspberries that I knew were going to be in it. And then I got a blackberry growing in there. That was not planned. I got a volunteer tomato. It's red tomatoes. It's not as sweet as the Sweet 100s, but it's close. So I'm not sure what it is, but they're good. My eggplants that Tinker's wife gave me, and they're getting pretty big now. And then my peppers that I thought were dying, 4 of them came back. So that's good.
Well, we got one brake light.
Well, that's one way to do it. And then over here, that set of beans is almost done for the year. Lots of sunflowers. My tallest one's right here. And I thought it was tall when that one was up there, but now it's got some little ones up above it. So it's even taller than it was the last time I did a video. I am loving having my cherry tomato plants right here. I just come out the door and eat my cherry tomatoes. I think next year they'll be on the other side over there because I don't want to have them in the same spot. My black crims. Look how big those guys are getting, and I've already ate, I think 5 of them off of there. My dahlias. This plant, I think, is pretty much done for the year, which is kind of strange, but I guess it's still getting a few more buds. And then that one. And then my volunteer nasturtiums below them. And there's some nasturtiums in there too, but you can't see them. These are also black crims. That's watermelons growing next to them, but they're not getting any watermelons, and I'm starting to think they're not gonna. We'll see. I still got until the end of October, so I've been eating lots of ground cherries off of this little teeny tiny plant. You'd be amazed at how many ground cherries came off of that. There's 2 under it right now. Nothing on that so far. Nothing on these so far. These are also black creme. Actually, that one's not. That one's Sweet 100. And then another ground cherry here, and it's dropped quite a few as well. These little sunflowers I just planted a month ago. And they should be up and flowered before the end of October. So, and all of these guys. We also got zucchinis coming up there finally. I don't know why my zucchinis weren't coming up, but they weren't. And neither were the cucumbers in those beds. The tomatoes here, I've had 1 tomato on that plant right there. Otherwise, there hasn't been any. My plants are being difficult this year. I just planted some beans along these two trellises, just basically for the nitrogen into the ground, because I am lacking nitrogen this year. I got peppers on that one and that one. My peppers that are doing the best are right here in the shade. I've taken cayenne peppers off so far, and I've taken serrano peppers off, and a few jalapenos. But these shaded ones are doing the best. And these are volunteer tomatoes right there. Not sure what kind. And then my black cherry ones are right next to them. And I've had a couple of those, but there hasn't been a lot. And then that plant is still doing wonderful, but it's very bitter. And I think that's because of the weather. My hollyhocks are all gone to seed pretty much. I'll come back over here and show you the amaranth up close. Isn't that beautiful?
I want to go to Harbor Freight tomorrow.
I'm still videoing.
Oh, hi everybody. I was noticing that little adapter's looks like it's missing a couple of prongs. I don't know if that's supposed to be that way or not.
I don't think it's supposed to be missing them. I was wondering about that myself. I did see that. I have two of the lemon queen sunflowers. All the rest are the more orange ones. And if you see, the birds are having fun. And so are the squirrels, for that matter. The squirrels come and take the whole head, though. It's kind of cute. And I don't care because I got so many. My milkweed plant that I thought died came back. And if you see over there, those came from seed that I planted, and same with that one over there. It's funny because I actually planted them last year in the beds that were over here. But when I moved the beds, I also put the soil in the tops of these beds. And so now I got milkweed growing up all over in this bed. There's there, and down there. And then there's some in this bed as well. And right here in this bed. And then these are volunteer sunflowers. Some of them are right where the beds used to be. And some of them are just random. And I think that's because I gave them to the seeds to the birds last year. These plants aren't doing a whole lot, but they still got until October, so we'll see. So they are getting like a mildew on them too. My walking onions, I don't eat enough of them. They go like crazy. And I have been eating cucumbers off of these guys like crazy. In fact, I got one down there in the bottom. And there's one right there. I got volunteer potato plants in this bed. Didn't really do much in this bed right here. My sweet potatoes are doing great. I actually planted those. I put these back here because I wanted to see whether I liked them better or the sun sugar. And the verdict is I like the sun sugar better. And this one is sugar sun or something like that. It's the reverse. But I labeled the other one. I didn't label this one. But They're almost identical, but the other one tastes a little sweeter than this one does. And my Sweet 100s are doing zip right there. But the volunteer one's doing better. And my greenhouse is just storage. Oh, I got a visitor on my hammock. That kitty will let me play with it if it's on the fence. But otherwise it says, nope, stay away from me. It visits me quite often though, especially in the greenhouse. And if I had the greenhouse closed up, that's the cat that ruined the netting on this. Oh, hello, Mr. Spider. I know to be careful putting that down next time. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the tour. I've cucumbers, tomatoes, that's my best things this year. And of course the sweet potatoes when they're done. Have a great day. Bye.